Hey friends, my name is Bilal Khan and today I'm going to add the workspace data in the MySQL database. But before this, let me just show you, as you can see here, that these are the files that I have changed them. So I have changed the name of them, like previously they were browse, delete, invite, new and rename. But now I have changed them to browse space, delete space, invite space, new space and rename space. I have just changed the name of them, but the functionality is the same. Alright, so the first thing that I'm going to do is to insert the data of these workspaces inside the MySQL database. So let me just go to the db.sql file, and inside this file I will create another table. So let me just copy it so that it will make it easy. So the table name would be workspace. Alright, and after that the ID will be the same, but let me just delete these things because I don't need them. Alright, and now what I need to do is to write the names here like this. Alright, so emails should not be unique because one person or one account can create multiple workspaces if he wants to. So basically I have attached the email address and I have attached the workspace name. So this name or this workspace name will be attached to this email address, that account or that email address has created these many workspaces. Alright, so the workspaces will be attached with these emails, and the workspaces will be identified by that particular account. Alright, so that's the reason that I have given the email address to it also. So after that, the next thing that I'm going to do is to go to the insert.go file. So let's scroll down. Let's copy this because it will make it easy for me. So after that, let's paste this functionality here and paste it, insert the ending curly braces, and once it is done, let's write instead of profile data I will write workspace data. Alright, and there will be two values. So the first one will be the email address and the second one will be the names of the workspace. Alright, so let's write instead of writing profile I will write what you can say workspace. Alright, and the table would be 2. Alright, so this is the table, as you can see here, 0 1 2. So this, from this table the data will be inserted in this table. So let's remove this and write names. Change the question mark like this. Alright, so once it is done, what I need to do is to go to this if statement, copy it first of all and paste it here like this, and I will insert the end statement, because the first thing, the email address and the name, both of them should be inserted, because if none of them or one of them is not inserted, then it will not insert the data into the database. So that's the condition that I have put it here, that the email address and the workspace name, both of them should be entered, otherwise they will not insert this into the database. So let's remove them like this, and current time should also be removed from here. So yeah, after that let's remove the error statement, and instead of it I will write middleware handle error, and that would be like this. Alright, so it will insert the data into the workspace names and emails. After that it will insert the data that will be the email address and the workspace name into the MySQL database. So I will put the values here. After that, let's change something else also here, like this one. I will also put the condition middleware like this, and I will also use the middleware like this. Alright, so these are the error statements that I have removed them, and I have just called the handle error functionality here also because I forgot it, so that's the reason that I have done it now. So now let's go to the new space.go file, in which I will apply this insert workspace data functionality into this file. Alright, so let's remove it, and the first thing that I'm going to do is to write values, and the first value would be what you can say string account email. Alright, because the account email is required, and after that if the account is found, then it will insert their data into the that account, that specific account. Alright, so let's write what you can say new workspace like this. Alright, now the account email is not declared, so what I need to do, I will write what you can say account email account email, and that would be Redis, get account info and account email, like this. Alright, so now it is done. The next step is to go to the status go file, and let's copy this login token, because I also want to make a condition that if a user is logged in, then in that case he can give the workspace name, otherwise he cannot add a new workspace. Alright, so that's the thing that you need to keep in mind. So let's write what you can say, MySQL insert workspace data, and that would be values, like this. Alright. So now the login token is given to it. If the user is logged in, then in that case the workspace will be inserted, or otherwise it will give me the else message that print line errors new, that first login to add a new workspace, like this. Alright, so you need to first of all log in order to add a new workspace. After that, these are the things that are done now. Alright, so now let's go to the find.go file. Alright, because I also need to work on this browse functionality. So the first thing that I'm going to do is to make a function, what you can say, find workspace, like this, and here I will write string. Alright, and the returning value will also be string. So I'm going to find the workspace based on an email address. Alright, so the thing that I have put in the insert.go file, as you can see here, that I have put the email address and the workspace name. So the when the user will find the workspace, so he will find it based on this email address. Alright, so that's the thing that I have entered it like this. After that, let's write db connect, let's write query. So the query would be select names from what you can say profiles where and emails. It's like this. All right, so the name will be founded if the email address is given correctly. All right, so the user will find the email if the user give the correct email address. After that, let's write what you can say, rows error is equal to db query, and the next thing is write query and the email address, like this. Middleware handle error, like this. Now let's write defer what you can say, rows close, and this is basically used when all the functionalities will be done, when all the processes will be run, and after that at the end this will close this row. All right, so this will be ended at the end. All right, so this will close this functionality at the end, but I have put it in the middle. So after that, let's write it what you can say, db query is done. Let's write if rows is next, like this, and the next thing is going to be what you can say, scan. All right, so error is equal to rows scan, and the next thing is going to be name. So name, first of all let's write a name variable, like this, and now let's write middleware handle error, and then the error, like this, and the end print line, what you can say, names. All right, and outside of that I will return the empty string. So let me just tell you, basically first of all what it does is that it select the name or the workspace's name from the profile, and they will be found based on this email address. All right, once this query is executed, after that it will give the data in the row format, and all the data will be printed. As you can see here that I have used the query row. So query row will give me just one result, but if I want to, let's say if I want multiple workspaces name, then I will write the query. Instead of writing query row, I will write just query. So it will give me all the workspaces name that are currently present in the MySQL database. And after that, and this process will be closed. So I have just written defer rows dot close. So it will basically show me that if these things are done, if this functionality is done, then at the end this it will close this row. All right, and after that I have run the loop here that if let's say 4, instead of writing if, I will write 4. So basically it will run this for loop, and it will give all the workspaces names, and after that I have scanned these names, and at the end I have printed all these names that will be printed that will be present inside the MySQL database. So this is how this find functionality will work. It will not give me just one result, instead it will give me all the workspaces name that are present in an account. All right, so after that the next thing is to go to the browse workspaces file. So what I will do, I will go to new space, and I will take some kind of what you can say, take these values, and once they are done I will paste it here. This. All right, so now what it requires is that it is requiring the email address, so I will give the email address, but here I don't need to write the insert, instead I will write the find workspace like this. So there is email is missing, so I will write what you can say account email, and here go to the new space and take the account email from here like this. All right, so now based on this email address, the account will be fine. It will find the account, and it will show me all the data that is present in the MySQL database. All right, so let's save it, and save it. So now let's execute this code. So let's increase the size of the terminal. Let's write go install. Now you can see if I type status, you can see that the user is logged out. So I will first of all log in, proctl login e, and the Winstree account, or winstree@gmail.com. Password is going to be 1122. So now you are successfully logged in. So if I type proctl status, you can see that the Wins is logged in. So I have created 2 accounts, as you can see, Winstree and hello@gmail.com, and I will show you all of them. So let's write first of all proctl workspace. So workspace is going to be what you can say new space. So new space. So new space name is going to be, let's say what you can say first workspace like this. Alright, so you have an error in the MySQL syntax. Alright, so let's go to the MySQL. Alright, so this is the comma that I need to remove it. Alright, so after that let's write go install again and clear it and run this command again, new space. So now you can see that this will be printed or inserted in the MySQL database. So if I show you like this, select from what you can say workspace. As you can see here that this is the Winstree account, and related to this account the workspace is created. Alright, similarly let's say if I print another if I type another workspace, like give the name second workspace, you will see that, as you can see here, that related to this email address 2 workspaces are inserted. Alright, so this is how it will work. And let me just insert the message here also. So new space. So because I have not given the message, so I will write print line, and what you can say is that your namespace names and new workspace is successfully added like this. New workspace is successfully added. All right, so now let me just increase the size of it, go install, and let's write third workspace. New workspace is successfully added. All right, so this is the message. These are the 3 workspaces that are added. All right, so now let's say if I want to find one workspace, or let's say if I want to find a workspace related to a specific account, then how I can do this? I will do what you can say proctl browse space and the browse space, the account email address will already be allocated to it, like here. Alright, so the account email address will already be allocated. So say I just need to write the browse space because I have not given the flags to it. If I press enter on this, you will see that the proctl profile does not exist. Alright, so it is showing that the profile does not exist. So the problem is that, let me just open the find.go file. Here you can see this. I didn't updated the workspace. I should update it workspace instead of profile. So this is how it will work now. So if I type go install, now if I type it again, browse space, you can see that first workspace, second workspace and third workspace, these three workspaces are printed. But these workspaces are only limited to the Vains tree account. So let's say if I type proctl logout, proctl logout, and after that if I type proctl hello world, what you can say login, and that would be hello world, alright, hello@gmail.com, and the password is 1122. So now I'm successfully logged in. So if I type proctl status, you can see that the hello is logged in. So if I type the same command proctl browse, what you can say browse space, you will see that no data is shown to me here. Why? Because there is no workspaces relevant to that hello account or hello world account. All right, so I need to first of all create some kind of workspaces. Like I will write new space, like the name of the space will be, let's say, hello space, like this. All right, so new workspace is successfully added. Similarly, if I type by space, new workspace is successfully added. Now if I show you, as you can see here, that these two workspaces are allocated to this account, and these three workspaces are allocated to this account. All right, so if I type proctl browse space again, browse space, you will see that it is showing me only two workspaces that are only relevant to the hello account. All right, not to the Vains tree account. So all of the workspaces are now separated. So this is how the functionality will work. So they will not show you all the workspaces. Instead, they will only show you the workspaces that are only allocated or relevant to the specific account. So this is how it will work. After that, let's write git status, because this is done. So these are the files that I have modified. So let's write what you can say git git add dot git commit, and the message would be like what you can say, a new added new space and browse space functionality, like this. All right, so after that, let's write git push origin master. Now the data is added here. So if I refresh this, now you can see 37 commits, and all of the data is now present in the CMD and database because these two files are modified here. So I won't show you. Let me just go to the commits and you will see better understand it. So yeah, these are added new space and browse space functionality. So this is how it will work. So I hope you understood and liked this video. So if you liked it, then make sure to subscribe to my channel, and if you have any questions, then ask those questions in the comment section below. I'll be happy to answer all of them. So till then, goodbye.